Hey, it's Francis, and I've got one more of these videos to show you with the Casio SK-1 sample packs that I made. So before I get started, if you missed the first two videos, these are available for free on my website. So let's go over there and look at it so you can go download them and follow along that way if you want. Otherwise, I'll have the link in the description. Alright, here we are at my website, francisroberts.us. Let's go to the Downloads tab, and the sounds that I'm using are from this SK-1, FR-SK-1 library here. And these are all sounds that will run in Kontakt. You'll need Kontakt or Kontakt Player. Okay, and here we are in the last one of these songs that I wanted to show off that uses these SK-1 samples. This one doesn't use any percussion, and it focuses on more of the pad-like sounds and on the possibilities of layering. So I've really got only 3 sounds in the whole song, as far as I'm concerned. Well, 4, rather. One is a combination of these 4 tracks, and one is a combination of these 3, and one is a combination of these 4. I've also got this part on the whistle in the first section, and this little piece on the harp at the end. So those are, I guess, more afterthoughts than anything else. Let's give it a listen. All right. I think I like this one a lot. I think it's kind of a fun, like expressive, long-winded kind of a piece of music. You'll notice there's a lot of weirdness in the composition, overlapping notes and stuff. And part of that is because, as I think I may have mentioned before, I don't make a lot of Kontakt libraries. This is my first time making any Kontakt libraries that I've shared with other people, and it's pointing out a lot of the shortcomings of the disorganization in my own workflow. And a lot of this stuff has octave displacement problems that I wasn't really aware of until I was making these videos. I might go back and fix it. I might not. Learn from your mistakes and make the next one better. I think they sound cool though, and that's the important part. So let's take a look at what each of these sounds is by itself. Pipe organ, along with the mellow flute, the strings, and this is actually one of my favorite patches. I think this is the only one of the songs that in this collection that uses it, is the Shine On patch. It's just delightful, and that was the one that spurred the idea for this piece, and I ended up layering it with all this other stuff. And that's a couple of these are resampled synthesizers. I didn't go into detail. I think I forgot on another one actually with this patch, which I made on my Moog. So this one actually has like a sort of a ping pong sample. So it takes the resonance of the filter and slides it up and down, which sounds really cool when you have multiple layers moving at different rates. It's a really cool sound design one. But again, this Shine On patch is again made with a synthesizer, just resampled through the Casio. Same with a lot of these. Okay, and then this one that's sort of like feels a little bit like a double reed, like an oboe. It's a combination of the flute and trumpet from the SK-1's default sounds and the Demented Scream. And that scream sound by itself sort of isn't that much. It just sort of cuts through and it's a weird lead, but when it's combined with the other ones, it gives it a little bit of the feeling of a bassoon or an oboe, in my opinion. And musically, this part is essentially just another texture counter melody. I'm copying some of the melodies from the low part up to here. You'll hear this little motif come back. And then you'll hear this one a few times too. But the big one is this, where is it? This is kind of like the pitch structure that this whole piece of music is based on. Where am I here? This thing right here. Bum, bum. Where is it? I guess I'd better highlight all these instruments and record on them all, so we can hear it. So that's kind of like our main theme. And then we've got this section over here, which is sort of like our brass or choir section, and it sounds like this. And it's all of the brass instruments and things that remind me of brass instruments. So the French horn, I'll play these by themselves actually. Here's that mellow celly. This is a really, really heavily resampled mellotron. It was originally the Celeste from the mellotron, and it doesn't sound anything like that anymore because it's completely just thrashed through the SK-1 and Kontakt and some other stuff. Here is the harmonics, which gives it kind of a punch through the mix, I think. And our brass ensemble and trumpet. The trumpet's actually my favorite of the default sounds on the SK-1, I think. Trumpet and the pipe organ are my two favorites. So all together again, it sounds like this. Kind of a nice brassy sound. And then I'm using the whistle as well by itself. You know, afterthought, maybe I should have doubled this with something. So this whistle is actually kind of an interesting patch because it is me whistling resampled, but it's got a really sharp, bizarre attack, and that actually was a mistake. It came from a sound that was in the background when I sampled it, and I ended up liking it and keeping it in. It's actually in a few of these, and it was just a weird afterthought that I thought was part of the Casio initially, and that I ended up rather liking. So it's in a lot of these sounds. And then finally, we've got the harp over here, just echoing that last that theme one more time at the end. With a little bit more of a resolved sound. So, comparison of that and the original instance of the theme. So you can hear it right there. Compare that to this. Notes changed a little bit, but I don't think it's too much of a stretch to call it the same thing. Anyway, I think that's all of these. I feel like there's a couple of sounds that I didn't use anywhere, so I'll play those for you real quick. It's kind of a weird one. It's like a pitched gargling. We didn't go into detail with the cup. I do have a video that I use this in, and that's the SK-1 unboxing video. I didn't play this very much, but let's just listen to it. It's in one of the songs, but it sounds really funny and high register. What else do I have here? I don't think I went into the voice sound. Just me singing. And then the human voice. This is from the Casio default one. This is a really bizarre sound that I'm not sure what they were thinking. It's like a human voice with an echo, and that's actually how it sounds on the Casio. It's just ba 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 with the built-in delay. It's a little bit spooky. I could imagine using it for something, but it didn't fit into any of these songs. And I think that's really all of them. Down here, I've got some of the sounds that I already had up there in my library, and these are from other synthesizers, but I'll play them for you real quick, I guess, actually. They're a bit more hi-fi, so they didn't fit into any of these songs. I use these in a lot of my music. And these are also free to download on the same page. Those are in their own zip folders, though, because I'm organizing them by the synth that I made them with for some reason. I'm not sure why I decided to do that, but that's how it is. So I'm not going to change it until I make some more samples. Anyway, I hope this has been fun. I hope you download those and get some use out of them. I can't wait to hear what people make with my samples. I had a lot of fun making them, and I had a lot of fun making these demo songs with them. So I'll put all the links in the description if you watch this far, I'm sure you're interested. You're going to get to them. Thanks a lot for checking it out, and thanks for coming back to the channel as always. I'll see you next time.